It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Howell, first play, going to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. As Shaheed going to go in motion. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. It's Howell. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Pollard one more time. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Howell, 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
2nd down and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Carter showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Well, the defense, they get to Howell. Will go down here. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hurts. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because the first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
And then it's the wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Throwing on second and long. Powell flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Gardner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Powell throwing on third down here. This is Fant on the short completion. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 83 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch.
I think that when he was telling me that, he was designing run after catch in every play. That's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Now Howell. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Pollard will take it up the gut.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Howell down to throw it. It is caught by Shaheed. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Here's Howell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, early in the 1st half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the 1st half.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Howell going to audible to something else.
And the Washington first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Howell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. DeAndre Swift. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Philly.
That's good for Eagles. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
Hurts.
That's a quick strike out to Watkins. So no gain on the play, and that'll set up second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Well, the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to have the Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And able to get this one all the way up
to about the 46-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Powell.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And Howe will throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw for Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Howe. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Howe, he'll look to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And nothing after the catch here as he's dropped right on the spot at the 47, but in plus territory. Howe to the air on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Good with a PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Second down, Howell now. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Washington.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.